Hello YouTube and to all my subscribers, this is Raijin Do It Yourself Tutorials, and I am very thankful to my 126 subscribers in my channel. All of you guys has really been great, and I have been really busy as of lately, so I haven't made a latest tutorial. So again, I'm here now and I'm gonna be making a new video tutorial, and this video tutorial is a version 2 tutorial on how to draw, anime, and set up brush for line work. And the tool that we are gonna be using is Paint Tool Sai. And in this tutorial, we will not use a graphic tablet or whatever you call it. We're gonna be using our mouse. So for this this video is about for those people and friends out there that who want to try digital arts without graphic tablets. So this tutorial is about drawing an anime line work using only a mouse. So let's go. Let's open up our Paint Tool Sai. So as you can see, this is the art or the drawing that I've made only using a mouse. So as you can see, it's pretty darn good. Yeah, it has details and has dynamics on the lines. Yeah, you can draw like this by only using a mouse, and if you don't have a graphic tablet, that's not really an issue. So now let's start. Before I have drawn this line art, what I did is just I got an image. I hand drawn this because I have the Nintendo 3DS. You can draw. There's an app on that system, Color 3DS, where you can be able to draw and doodling in that app. So this is the result of that app that I've drawn. So yeah, so this is my sample on how I will refine it using Paint Tool Sai. So this guy or this tutorial, this image here will be our guideline. So if you don't have a Nintendo 3DS to draw your digital arts, you can also try scanning your drawings, what you have done into paper, band paper, or whatever. You can just scan it. After you scan it, you upload it into your computer, save it there, and then open up into it to your Paint Tool Sai or Photoshop. But we are focusing on Paint Tool Sai here. So okay, so as I've said, Paint Tool Sai is really better if you are if you are using if you are drawing animes and line works. Okay, so I think it's time to begin. So I have talked too much, so let's begin. So in order to draw something like this, the tool that we are going to be using in Paint Tool Sai is this one. You can hear this there. You can see it is a new line work layer. Click on that. Okay, so let's hide this one, and let's see, change the opacity. Okay, prefer that. And then on this line work layer here, as you can see, it has different tools. Okay, and these tools are very good if you are using a mouse, because if you just use this new layer, the normal one, the tools here is for graphic tablet, wherein it has many brush presets. So since we are using a mouse, we don't use this kind of layer. We will use this new line work layer here to draw or trace this image that I have drawn. Okay, so to begin with, when you click that new line work layer, you choose this thing here. It's named curve, if you can see it that right. If you have problem in following up, you're just gonna need to pause this video so that you can see it clearly. So this here let's click on that curve and let's begin tracing. Here we go. And yes, the preset of here is the default preset. Use this one, hard, and then the brush size that I normally use is 3. You can go to 2. The brush size depends on you, but you can always change it here. So I'm just gonna choose 3 as my brush size, and I'm gonna start tracing. It's really easy. It's just click, drag, click and drag. Using this tool is not really hard. It's really simple. It's just click and drag, click and drag. Okay, so press enter to stop the line here. So just then it will stop. Now let's draw the neck. Okay. Good. Then stop. Just enter to end the line. So yeah, in order to use this tool, the curve tool in the Linework layer, you're just gonna click and drag, click and drag. Then to stop the line, you're just gonna press enter. Okay, so now the next step, we're just gonna be familiarizing ourselves in using this tool, and as you can get a hang of it, it's just really pretty easy. Just click and drag and click and drag. So yeah, so let's continue. Right, press enter. The mouth. Just click and drag. Click and drag. It's really simple. Okay. Press enter to stop the line. And we're going to continue the line here. Right. Enter. Okay. We have a nice looking line art now. Press enter. And yeah, I forgot, when creating line art, I prefer that you don't use color black. Use something that is dark color, anything that is dark but not black, so that it's much good when you color it later. Okay, so let's proceed again. Okay, let's do the eyes. Press enter. Sorry about that, I don't have background music. It takes away my focus, especially when I'm doing lines. And my choice of music is really heavy. I like brutal metal course or something like that. And I don't want to get flagged into my channel for copyright issues. Yeah, so this Linework tool is really simple. and you can use it really well. I prefer it. I prefer this one rather than the Photoshop. Once you get hang of Paint Tool Sai, you will never go back to Photoshop. You can use Photoshop, but in editing the color, something like that, or adding text or something like that, editing the color of the image, refining it, you can do that in Photoshop. But in line arts and digital painting and everything, you go with Paint Tool Sai. And I will explain it later why it's really good using Paint Tool Sai, okay? Wrong. Okay, center. We will complete the shape of the face first. Oops. Okay, so if you're wondering why I'm drawing, doing some lines to complete the brows and the eyes, so that I just want it to be like that, so that to make it perfect. And once we add on the hair, we're just gonna erase some parts of here that is yeah, but I can't explain it properly, but I will gonna show it to you later, okay? So let's just complete the shape of the face and the eyes here. Press enter. Press enter. Alright, we're almost done with the face. Press enter. Then ears. Enter. There. Quite looking nice now. When you're starting to draw something like this, I prefer that you start with tracing what you have drawn by hand, so that it will pretty much look good and you're gonna get the hang of using this tool. And later on, just like me, you can draw it without anything to trace off. Really quite nice now. Center. Yep. F. Enter. Right. Nice. Just click and drag. Click and drag. Right. Doesn't need to be perfect because we can there's a trick here that we can edit it. That's the good thing about this tool that I think the Photoshop CS6 doesn't have. But I don't know about that really because I haven't mastered Photoshop yet because I've been really using Paint Tool Sai. Okay. Just press enter. Okay, so we have now a freaking face. Control Z. I see the shift. There's yeah, in order to make your image look good, you need to mirror it so that inverse it so that if you can see that there are something wrong with the eyes. Yeah, I see it. Okay, so in order to fix that, we're just gonna wait. Click here in this part here. You're just gonna click on edit, and it's the good part where you can drastically change the lines that you have created. Look at that. Now you have something different now. See, where's the part here? Just gonna edit it a bit so that it not look that. Since when you are drawing by hand, sometimes you cannot just check it has does not look good. Yep, I think it's getting better. Change this there. That's the good thing about Paint Tool Sai, that sets it apart to Photoshop. As you can see here, you can really drastically change what you have done, what you have made with your lines, the lines that you traced. So now, just gonna there. make it more. More natural. Just gonna change it a bit. Okay, so I think that's pretty neat. How about the shape of the mouth? Because it's like, it's not the shape of the mouth is like, when you are here, it's, I think it's good, but when you invert it, it's like it's so far here in this part. So I think we need to drag it. Where's that selection? I think I forgot what to do here. Select strokes and selections. Not that. What was that? Here again. Selection. Maybe this one. No. Yep. That's the one. Okay. So I want to see how it looks like. Let's press that. Here. Selection. Here. See select. Okay, I think that's quite nice. H. Okay, it does not. It's better now. Let's just add a little, adjust it a little bit. Okay. H. That H. H. Inverse. Inverse. Now we can edit some part of the mouth here. So change just a little bit. Okay, I think that's better. And then here's the selection. Let's edit the eyes. You can change it. It really takes some time when you are using this tool to get hang of it, and it's been a while since I haven't used this tool, so yeah. Okay, now for the eyes, because the eyes seem so big. It needs some adjustments. That's quite nice now. Since some of the parts are gonna be erased. Okay, so to add dynamics on this line, the next thing that we're gonna do, yeah, add dynamics. Yeah, the thing that you're gonna be the tool that you will gonna be using is the pressure tool. Yes, and when you do that, all you have to do is like this. You're just gonna drag it here to make it thin, or there to drag it to make it thick. So I'm gonna make it a little bit thinner to add dynamics on it. Then remember, when there are crossings of lines here, you make it thick so that it will look good and much better. Okay, so here I'm just gonna thick it, thick. Then to add some cool dynamics, I'm gonna make it that thin there, and then thick again here, where there is curve, and make it thin. And then here in the intersection, just gonna make it thick, then thin there, a little bit thin, not that. Alright, I think that's that. So then something thick, and then thin, then thick. Okay, now as you can see, the lines is now not that bland, not that boring, because the lines now has some dynamics in it, and it's really quite looking better now. So let's proceed again and change some. Then okay, then the mouth. It's better that the mouth. Remember, the mouth should be thin. Okay, but the curved areas, you make it kind of like thick, then thin, thin. Now pretty good dynamics with your art lines. Things will not get boring. So when you change and edit it the way you want it, it will not look like it's been drawn by the mouse, but it's like the image that you are creating is like you've drawn it using by your hand, because you are simulating its pressure. You are freely simulating, because in Photoshop it does not have that. You can't freely simulate it. It's just, it stimulates the computer will think it's like pre-programmed or programmed to work on this way, that way, but you cannot freely change it like this. That's the difference between Photoshop and Paint Tool Sai when you are talking about this kind of work here. line arts using mouse really takes a while to complete and perfectly make it, but it's really you can really enjoy it once you get the hang of it. Okay. Make it thin. Right. See? Let's see. Okay, it's much better. Now we move on into making the hair. Alright, so I'll give you an idea on how I do it. Since we made line work here for the face, and I didn't add the hair, because I'm gonna create another line work layer there. So in this second line work layer, this is where the part we draw the hair. So get onto the curve tool, and then let's proceed. Oops. Let's just click and drag. I hope you can see the beauty of Paint Tool Sai when creating anime line works. And also, it's not very CPU extensive like Photoshop. Now, don't worry about the lines that are overlapping, because we can erase it. Oh my god, my gaming mouse has some major issues. It makes some double clicks. And I don't need those double clicks. Okay. Then God. What's wrong with you, mouse? I have treated you well. I haven't played very much. Okay. Oh, here, there. Click and drag. Just click and drag. Sometimes it's kinda, you feel like boring, so you can listen to music while doing this, but I don't want to add some background music just to avoid copyright issues, and I don't want that. I just want to make my my YouTube channel safe from those bothersome issues. Just want to make my YouTube channel healthy. Okay. Press enter. It's really shaping up the way I've drawn it. The mouse is really getting annoying. It's making my work much harder. I'm not gonna fast forward this video, because when you fast forward it, you cannot really understand what the artist has been doing. So that's why I've made this tutorials, because sometimes those really good, really nice channels out there in YouTube are just speeding their way up, and sometimes there are slow people like me that does not really understand what is going on, something like that. So even though I'm kind of slowpoke here, but I think you first-handedly experience the way that I've been making or drawing my images. So I just want you to feel that way and to understand how slow it is when you draw something like this. It's really slow when you draw something like this. Okay. Pretty nice. Sometimes when my friends ask me to draw something for them, they can say it really conveniently, but I think they don't know how long it is, how to make something like this. Some of my friends wanted to draw them in their anime version, and that's really is troublesome and will take some time. And that's why I have made a YouTube channel, so that I want to teach you guys out there how easy it is if you just start your way slowly. Doesn't need to be flashy, or you don't need to learn fast as possible. You just need to learn the most basic way and how to do things right. And I don't think I'm right. Yeah, lame jokes. Anyway, we're almost done with the hair. And to you guys out there that want to know, do I like Pokemon? Yes, I am a 90s kid and I really like Pokemon. But I don't like Ash. Sorry, I don't like him. But I really like Red. He's the beast, he's the man. Yeah, kind of like that guy. Okay, so we have now completed the hair, and as you can see, it looks ugly. There is so many overlaps out there. So we were gonna erase it, and To erase it, the thing that you'll do is just press E. E. Where is E? No. It does not have the same shortcut. Okay, so just press E and erase the lines that you don't need. That's why when we draw the face, we edit it, we add we add pressure on it, dynamics on the lines, so that when we start erasing the lines that is not needed, you don't have to. It's now easy because we have added already the dynamics of the face. Right here. Just erase it to make it more look legit. When you change the size of your eraser or brush, just gonna press both Control and Alt to change it. Control and Alt. Bigger. There. And the noise that is in my background is my AC. Oh yeah, we're almost done. Look how easy it is to use these tools. How really convenient of it, because you can really edit it perfectly. Not some of those tools in your Photoshop when you cannot, the simulate pressure is not really that good. You're using a mouse, yes. The difference and the refinement is different. Well, as you can see here in my tutorial here, the lines are clunky, or the lines doesn't really look nice at all. When you are here in Paint Tool Sai, you can do anything. You can edit it to your heart's content. Well, that's pretty nice. Just erase it, and erased it. There we go. And now, let's see. Now, as you can see, it's really nice, and you can now edit it to change the pressure or the dynamics of the hair if you wanted to. Make it thick, 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 thin, like that. Then, thick, 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 really depends on you. As you can see, you can make it thick or thicker, thinner. I think this is it for the tutorial, and I hope that it's very helpful. The Linework tool in Paint Tool Sai is really amazing. You can really change it to the way you really wanted it, and Photoshop doesn't have that option really. And the main tools that we used in this video tutorial is the curve tool. The curve tool is where you draw curved lines to trace your image here, and then when you don't like the lines that you are creating, you're just gonna press the edit tool there, then you can just change it to whatever you want it there, as you can see. And then when you want to change the pressure, you're just gonna click this. Double clicking issue with my mouse, I hate it. There, you can change it to thin or thick, depends on you, on what the dynamics you wanted it. Okay, so that your art will look like more or less like drawn by hand or a graphic tablet. Will really looks nice, just like this one, the finished product of my image. So yeah, if I wanted to edit this, I could edit it and change the dynamics of it, because when I draw this image, I wanted it thick, but I also wanted it to be thin, thick and thin. So yeah, so this is the final image, that will happen if you just follow the steps that I have done here. When you completely follow it, then the final image will be here. So this is the kind of quality that you will gonna be creating when you use Paint Tool Sai, and it's really looks pretty darn good. And the only thing that we used is just a mouse. Okay, we use a mouse, the Linework tool. Then we can edit it. If we don't like the lines there, then we can add pressure in it to add dynamics on the image. Yeah, so that's everything about it. That is what makes Paint Tool Sai above Photoshop. But you can use Photoshop when editing colors or adding some more in-depth details, because I think that's how Photoshop is for editing images. I mean, and in Paint Tool Sai, it is where you draw the lines. It is where you can make pretty lines. And Paint Tool Sai is not graphically intensive into your CPU, and it's really easy to use when you get the hang of it. And if you have some questions, guys, you can leave some questions or comments in the comment section below. If there are something in this video that you do not understand and you want it to be clarified, I can answer it directly. And I'm really sorry that I was really busy for the last 3 weeks that I have not been creating new videos, but I hope this video tutorial makes up for it. And yeah, so this is how you draw, animate, and set up brush for line work using Paint Tool Sai and mouse without graphic tablet. And I hope this video is informative, so please do subscribe for those who are new. Subscribe in my channel. I will be adding new videos as possible as I can. And if you have some advice, you can leave a comment, and if you have some suggestions, you can just leave it in the comment section below. I will try to read them, and I will try to reply to you as soon as possible. So thanks again, guys. Thanks for those amazing 126 subscribers out there. Thank you so much for making my channel alive, and see you next time. Thank you. This is Rajin Do It Yourself Tutorials, and goodbye for now. So I think it's time to begin. So I have talked too much. So let's begin. So in order to draw something like this, the tool that we are going to be using in Paint Tool Sai is this one. You can hear this? There. You can see it is a new Linework layer. Click on that. Okay, so let's hide this one and let's see, change the opacity. Okay, prefer that. And then on this Linework layer here, as you can see, it has different tools. Okay, and these tools are very good if you are using a mouse, because if you just use this new layer, the normal one, the tools here is for graphic tablet, wherein it has many brush presets. So since we are using a mouse, we don't use this kind of layer. We will use this new Linework layer here to draw or trace this image that I have drawn. Okay, so to begin with, when you click that new Linework layer, you choose this thing here. It's named curve, if you can see it that right. If you have problem in following up, you're just gonna need to pause this video so that you can see it clearly. So this here, let's click on that curve and let's begin tracing. Here we go. And yes, the preset of here is the default preset. Use this one, hard, and then the brush size that I normally use is 3. You can go to 2. The brush size depends on you, but you can always change it here. So I'm just gonna choose 3 as my brush size, and I'm gonna start tracing. It's really easy. It's just click, drag, click and drag. Using this tool is not really hard. It's really simple. It's just click and drag, click and drag. Okay, so press enter to stop the line here. So just then it will stop. Hello YouTube, and to all my subscribers, this is Rajin Do It Yourself Tutorials, and I am very thankful to my 126 subscribers in my channel. All of you guys has really been great, and I have been really busy as of lately, so I haven't made a latest tutorial. So again, I'm here now and I'm gonna be making a new video tutorial, and this video tutorial is a version 2 tutorial on how to draw, animate, and set up brush for line work. And the tool that we are gonna be using is Paint Tool Sai. And in this tutorial, we will not use graphic tablet or whatever you call it. We're gonna be using our mouse. So for this video is about for those people and friends out there that who want to try digital arts without graphic tablets. So this tutorial is about drawing an anime line work using only a mouse. So let's go. Let's open up our Paint Tool Sai. So as you can see, this is the art or the drawing that I've made only using a mouse. So As you can see, it's pretty darn good. Yeah, it has details and has dynamics on the lines. Yeah, you can draw like this by only using a mouse, and if you don't have a graphic tab, that's not really an issue. So now let's start. Before I have drawn this line art, what I did is just I got an image. uh, I hand drawn this because I have the Nintendo 3DS. You can draw. There's an app on that system, Color 3DS, where you can be able to draw and doodling in that app. So this is the result of that app that I've drawn. So yeah, so this is my sample on how I will refine it using Paint Tool Sai. So this guy or this image here will be our guideline. So if you don't have a Nintendo 3DS to draw your digital arts, you can also try scanning your drawings, what you have done into paper, band paper, or whatever. You can just scan it. After you scan it, you upload it into your computer, save it there, and then open up into it to your Paint Tool Sai or Photoshop. But we are focusing on Paint Tool Sai here. So okay, so as I've said, Paint Tool Sai is much really better if you are if you are using if you are drawing animes and line works. Okay, let's enter. All right, we're almost done with the face. Let's enter. Then ears. Let's enter. There. Quite looking nice now. When you're starting to draw something like this, I prefer that you start with tracing what you have drawn by hand, so that it will pretty much look good and you're gonna get the hang of using this tool. And later on, just like me, you can draw it without anything to trace off. Okay. It's really quite nice now. Center. Yep. F. Enter. Right. Nice. really heavy, like brutal metal cores or something like that. And I don't want to get flagged into my channel for copyright issues. Yeah, so this tool, this Linework tool, is really simple, and you can use it really well. I prefer it. I prefer this one rather than the Photoshop. Once you get hang of Paint Tool Sai, you will never go back to Photoshop. You can use Photoshop, but in editing the color, something like that, or adding text or something like that, editing the color of the image, refining it, you can do that in Photoshop. But in line arts and digital painting and everything, you go with Paint Tool Sai. And I will explain it later why it's really good using Paint Tool Sai. Okay. Wrong. Okay, that. Center. We will complete the shape of the face first. Oops. Okay, so if you're wondering why I'm drawing, doing some lines to complete the brows and the eyes, so that I just want it to be like that, so that to make it perfect. And once we add on the hair, we're just gonna erase some parts of here that is yeah, but I can't explain it properly, but I will gonna show it to you later. Okay, so let's just complete the shape of the face and the eyes here. Press enter. Now let's draw the neck. Okay. Good. Then stop. Press enter to end the line. So yeah, in order to use this tool, the curve tool in the Linework layer, you're just gonna click and drag, click and drag. Then to stop the line, you're just gonna press enter. Okay, so now the next step, we're just gonna be familiarizing ourselves in using this tool, and as you can get a hang of it, it's just really pretty easy. Just click and drag and click and drag. So yeah, so let's continue. Right, press enter. The mouth. Just click and drag. Click and drag. It's really simple. Okay. Press enter to stop the line. And we're going to continue the line here. Right. Enter. Okay. We have a nice looking line art now. Press enter. And yeah, I forgot, when creating line art, I prefer that you don't use the color black. Use something that is dark color, or anything that is dark but not black, so that it's much good when you color it later. Okay, so let's proceed again. Okay, let's do the eyes. Press enter. Sorry about that, I don't have background music, as it takes away my focus, especially when I'm doing lines. And my choice of music is really